Hey Aries, how is everyone? I hope good. I am Sunny and I'm with the Healing Power of Divine Universe, and I am here with a reading on what to expect for the month of February 2021. Also, who to avoid for that month, and then who is coming in love for you. So let's get started. The first card I pulled for you is the mystery card, the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unimaginable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, the occult, intuition, and all signs are going to be coming in with love towards you. So, tons of people. So that's always, that's a very welcoming card, especially to start off the reading for sure. We have friendliness. So you're going to have a ton of people coming in to be friendly. You might be making new friends. It might be friends from the past, but you're definitely going to have a lot of friendliness that is going to just embrace you in the month of February. We have guilt. So if you have guilt over anything that has been going on in your life towards a situation, something that maybe you've done that you feel guilty about, or if it's somebody on the outside, I recommend that you always just allow yourself to feel that guilt, to embrace it, to heal from it, and then to release it. Because we don't want to carry around that guilt, because that's, like carrying around burdens that are unnecessary in our life. We've all done stuff that we're not proud of, but as long as we make them right and we face, our own guilt for feeling the way that we do about a situation, and we embrace it and release it, then, there's nothing too harmful in that, definitely. Guilt is just part of life. We've all felt guilty, and, we can't carry that guilt with us for the rest of our life. So you need to learn how to forgive yourself first. And then once you do, then, other people will, or forgive, somebody on the outside, but have forgiveness in your heart always for yourself and then anyone else that you need to forgive. We have intuition. So your intuition is going to be smoking in the month of February. It's just going to be popping. You're going to have a ton of intuition, a ton of things that's just going to really just set it off. It's going to be very powerful. So make sure that you're listening to it. You're allowing it to guide you to where you need to go, and you embrace it. Definitely. People say that they're not very intuitive. Most people are. It's called a gut instinct. But your intuition's going to be really popping in the month of February, because it's going to be setting you on the path and journey that you need to go down, a new one. So be aware of that. We have, I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So, be unapologetic for the things that you're desiring in your life. If you're wanting to go down a new path, go down that new path. If you're wanting to, move. If you're wanting to embrace a new love, embrace that new love. Do things that are going to make you happy, and that, you can focus on, that will cause growth in your life, and growth that you want. Not what everybody else desires around you, but what you are desiring. We have release. So you're needing to release. That's just kind of like the guilt card. If you have a lot of, burdens and just stress on your chest, and you've been carrying around on your shoulders, it's time to release those. Release those out into the world. Release them, to the universe, and the universe will, gladly take them in and, get rid of them for you. But you definitely need to release whatever is, weighing you down, whatever's tying you down, keeping you stuck, or causing the guilt that you're feeling in whatever situation you're in. We have mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. And none of us, are proud of the mistakes that we've made in our life. Some of them are really good. Some of them not really good. Well, some of them are really good, because we learn from every mistake that we make. And that's where people are wrong, when they dread making a mistake, or they've made one and they don't really clearly see why. The fact is that you made that mistake, or why you made that decision or went down that path. It's because that's the path we were meant to go down. We were meant to learn those lessons. We were meant to grow from those and become the human beings that we are. It gives us so much wisdom, and just it sets us on the path that God wants us to go down. And And even if they're the worst mistakes in the world, if, I mean, it isn't the end of the world as long as we grow and learn from them. That's the most important thing that we all need to know and to face when we do make mistakes in our lives. We have keep the faith, so you're going to need to keep the faith. We should always keep the faith in everyday life. We shouldn't, one month shouldn't be any different than any other. If there's something going on in your life that you're guilty about, that you made a mistake, just keep the faith, because, even if you hurt another person, that other person's probably going to forgive you, and you're going to be able to move on, and you're going to receive the wisdom and the growth that you need from that mistake. So keep the faith, always keep the faith in everything that is going on in your life, and you will grow and prosper. We have Virgo. So it's methical, aligned, efficient, insightful, healthy, discerning, witchy, subtle, pure, refined, accurate, solitary, critical, nervous, perfectionist. So avoid a Virgo in the month of February if you can. We have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So when you're using your intuition, it's going to help you be able to make those decisions that you find yourself indecisive about. It will really help you, know which path and know that you're on the right path, and you're going to be able to make decisions more clearly, and they won't take so long to make. And so that's beautiful. So just be really aware of your intuition and what your intuition is telling you in the month of February and every month after. We have a fiery climax is approaching, full moon in Aries. So, the full moon in Aries. Maybe there's a situation that's coming to an end that needed to end a long time ago. Maybe, it might not be such a great thing to have to go through, because a fiery climax to me is something that's just going to be kind of like a big old explosion, or maybe things that you have to face that you've made mistakes in. But like I said, as long as you learn and grow from them, those mistakes are worth making, definitely. The rebel. So you might have felt, chained to your past. You might have felt chained and stuck and unable to break free. Maybe, people considered you the rebel. Maybe there's things in your life that, people don't understand, and you made choices in your life that people don't understand. But the thing is really, the only people that need to understand about our choices and where we've been in our life, and if we have been stuck in some area or chained down, is ourselves. As long as we understand, we don't have to have the whole outside world understand why we made the decisions we made, why we chose the path that we chose. And if we can definitely, break free from those chains, holding us down, keeping us stuck, that is what the growth, that is what you're needing in life. And that is the universe setting you free, so then you can go on a new path, and you'll be able to, bloom and explode and just have this beautiful life all ahead of you. Vanity. So if you're the type of person that is like this person, you're always worrying about what everybody on the outside is thinking, stop doing that. The only person that we truly have to worry about is ourselves. What society thinks and what other people think, everybody's always going to have their opinions in our life. Everybody's going to either agree with us or disagree with us. And the people that disagree with us are the ones that gossip and cause all kinds of problems. Well, those people, if you have time to worry about what everybody else is going through, then you really truly need to look at your own life. But for us to sit and worry if we're standing in the power and people are looking at us in a way that is perfect, and we've never done anything wrong in our life, it's not possible, because we all make mistakes. We all have to own up to them, even if it's taken years and years to have to own up to them. But if we stand our ground, hold our heads high, and really, let the world know, yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm working on, changing it. I'm learning the lessons. I'm growing from it, and that's all that matters. We have accelerated motion. So you're going to be really pushing forward in life. You're really going to accelerate in some direction that maybe you've wanted to for a long time. Maybe it's in a new direction that you've never really thought of. Maybe you have decided to move out of the country. You just never know where life is going to take each and every one of us. But, we have to really appreciate it We have to, give much gratitude for each and every experience that we go through, even if they are mistakes, even if they were bad decisions. We have to, show gratitude towards those. We have happiness is my birthright. So that is a very strong message for you and for everyone. When we're born, happiness is our birthright. The higher above doesn't want us to struggle, doesn't want us to feel unhappy, doesn't want us to feel sad, doesn't want us to stay with people or situations or, hide our mistakes, because all that stuff creates the unhappiness that none of us want. Instead, if we own up to our mistakes, if we get out of toxic relationships, if we move down a path that's really meant for us, that really, lights our ass on fire, makes us happy, and just, you wake up every morning with this big smile on your face, you know that you're doing the right thing. You know that you're doing what is making you happy. You're giving yourself unconditional love. You're able to wake up and, go to the job that you want to go to, that's, that truly makes you just feel on fire, that you're really passionate about, and that you're not just dreading getting up for. So, happiness is our birthright, each and every one of us, no matter what. No matter if we've made mistakes, no matter if we, if other people don't look at it like that, or they don't think we deserve happiness, well, that's not their right to say that, and that's not their choice. It's our choice only. Shine. So you're going to be shining in the month of February, and I believe that you're going to start shining each and every day. I think that you're going to be able to face the mistakes that you made. You're breaking free of being that rebel and being held down and bound and stuck. And you're going to be able to make the decisions that you're wanting to make. You're keeping the faith. You're letting go of vanity, and you're just going to really blossom and shine starting in the month of February and from there on. So that's beautiful. That's awesome. We have contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly remember, I'm right here resting in God. So now that you're always resting with God, God's always there for us. Anytime that we want to reach out, anytime, we're having a problem, just pray to him. Just, release all of your frustrations, release, what is burdening you in life. If you don't have enough of this, pray that you will, and the universe will give you that. Just stay positive. And bring that happiness into your life, definitely. Because the universe, the more happiness, the more positivity we put out, that's exactly what the universe gives us straight back. We have moving. So you might be moving in the month of February, or moving towards goals that you've never, thought of, or, goals that you thought you might never accomplish. But I believe that you might be moving, from one state to the next, or one country to the next country. I think that's beautiful. I think that we all should definitely always be able to move away from what we were so used to, moving, maybe traditions, maybe thoughts. I mean, whatever your, circumstances and wherever you're at it in life is where this moving card's going to fit in. So just, definitely fill in the blank there. We have the 8th house intimacy card. Investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritances, kundalini energy, stalking the underworld, and you are to avoid a Scorpio. So avoid a Scorpio for the month of February, and maybe after. Love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So really commit yourself to the practice of love. Do everything with unconditional love in your heart. Even when you get upset, try to calm yourself down and remember to have that unconditional love in your heart, and project that out. Or we'll project it in first and then project it out, and all the people around you will definitely fall in sync with it. Everybody will kind of start grasping onto that unconditional love, and they'll start doing that also. We have be bold and make the first move. So if you're wanting to reconcile with somebody, if you're wanting to start dating somebody new, if you're missing somebody in your family and you haven't talked to them in a long time, just be bold and make that first move. Reconnect with whomever, or connect to whomever you are desiring. Sometimes we let our pride and our ego get in the way, and that really holds back relationships. That really holds us back from making amends with people that we need to, or meeting those new people that are meant to be in our life. So just be bold and make that first move. We have source. So you're going to be connecting with source, definitely, and I feel that already. Through your intuition, you automatically connect with source. Through your, your thoughts, through the happiness and the positivity that you're going to be putting out into the world, and through love, that automatically connects you and really connects you with source. And that's very important for each and every one of us to have that connection with source, to know that we can, when there's nobody else around, we can always turn to source, and we can cry and we can scream and we can rant and rave, or we can, give our unconditional love and our gratitude and just, really connect. We have completion. So something in your life is going to be coming to a completion. If it is a death, I'm very sorry for your loss. But you might be just putting old traditions, old ways of thinking to lie to rest. I mean, it could be, your thought process. It could be the way that you've treated people, or the way that society has, formed you to be. But you're putting something to completion, and that's going to allow you to step up, to make that first step towards the path that you're meant to go down. And it's really going to bring you closer to source, because when we put stuff to rest, we're not carrying all those burdens on our shoulders. We're not, if people have stabbed you and you have all these swords sticking out of you, you can just rip those swords out and kind of place them down or throw them down or whatever and leave them there. And that connects us to source. So allow yourself to put things to rest that are no longer serving you. If it's somebody that, if you've really struggled with losing somebody in your life to death, know that, we just leave our physical bodies. Our souls live on and on, for, many lifetimes. No, we can't see them every day. No, we can't, a lot of us can't communicate with them. But know that they're always there. They're always there to, when you go to bed, they're kissing you goodnight. If you want to talk to them and just kind of quiet your mind, meditate to it, and see what thoughts you have. Those are the answers that they're giving you back. Know that, you're having a bad day and they're there hugging you. Know that when you think their name, they're right there with you. So, I know that death is definitely a part of life that is very hard for each and every one of us to deal with. And we miss those, individuals so much. We miss talking to them. We miss hugging them. We miss just interacting with them, but they're still there. No, not everybody can see them. No, not everybody can communicate with them. But if you have faith and that, say like my mom, when I'm having a rough day and I'm just like, oh, Mom, I miss you so much. I know that she's here, or, so on. We have the waiting game. So you're waiting for something to come into fruition. Maybe you're waiting on money, maybe an inheritance, like it said before. Maybe you're waiting on a legal decision. Maybe you are waiting to move. Maybe you are waiting to decide what you're going to do. But just have patience, because if you see in this hourglass, there's roots down here. So you've planted the seeds and it's starting to grow, and you can see it growing. It might take longer than what you want. It might, kind of drag out, or, it just depends on your situation. But know that you've planted those seeds. They've taken root and it's starting to grow. So it's coming to fruition. It's going to be coming at you soon. Promise. We have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So definitely always trust that the universe is always guiding you in the direction you need to be, always. Just always remember that. The universe isn't going to send us down a path that is going to keep us stuck and keep us, chained and bound and unhappy and just, feeling defeated and just broken and unloved. And the universe wants us to go down the right path. But sometimes the universe has to let us go down that path, because we have to learn those hard, mistakes. We have to learn from our, how we deal with people, what we do, the decisions that we make. And once we do, the universe is always, pushing us towards the right path, and we will eventually end up on that path. We have darkest fears. So get out of your head. Don't let these darkest fears overpower your mind, overpower where you want to go, how you want a situation to end. Ask Source, just say, please, please, empty my mind of all this darkness and all these fears that I'm fearing. If it's in a legal case, if it's in a love relationship, if it's just in anything in general, just reach out to Source and ask them to please clear that out, so it makes room for positivity. Never allow your darkest fears to keep you stuck in your mind or anytime. Replace those darkest fears with, love and light and positive thoughts, because once you do, and you project that out into the universe, and the universe gives that back to us instead of giving us what we're fearing, what we're scared of. Because when we're here, this is what we project out into the universe: darkness, our fears. And the fear, fear is the devil, and that's the devil keeping us stuck where the devil wants us to stay. So definitely project yourself towards love and light. Think positive. If you're going through anything that's scary or you've never gone through, just know that everything will turn out fine in the end. And Source will be there with you with unconditional love at the end. We have aging. I am one with unlimited love beyond all seams, restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel of the divine. So if you feel like you're aging, we all are. It all takes a toll on us. Life can really knock us down. I look like hell today. I had a really rough morning, and I've been going through a lot of stress, and, it just really wears on you and just has you, even your body, even your skin, everything, it affects that. But aging is a part of life. We are beautiful from the inside out, for one thing. We can always look in the mirror and say, wow, I'm beautiful. But really, we need to look from the inside out, and then we'll know that, I earned that damn gray hair. I earned that line on my face or those wrinkles. I've got, so just go with the age, just go with the flow when you're aging, because that's what, the universe and Source wants us to do. They want us just to embrace every day of life, not worrying about if our bodies look the same, if we look old, or, if we're not as pretty as we used to be back in the day. Just enjoy every day of life. Give gratitude for waking up that morning and being alive still. We have retirement. So maybe some of you are retiring. That's awesome. Do it. Shoot, I wish I could retire. I'd love it. But, really embrace it. You worked hard for how many years? You've worked your ass off to be able to retire. And you know what? When you retire, you should be able to do the things you want to do. You should be able to go the places you want to go. And you should be able to enjoy life even more, because you don't have to get up every day to go to work. We have 7th house relating, partners, companionship, best friends, marriage, relationships, sharing, justice, balance, social awareness. And you are to avoid a Libra for the month of February. We have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Even if this friend turns out to be a foe, just know that every person that comes into our life is meant to be there, because we're learning and growing from that person and that relationship. And then the last card I have, a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So it's a time to give rather than take. Allow yourself to be more giving, not to be so selfish. I'm not saying you're selfish, but, just allow yourself to somebody standing on the street and you got a couple bucks, pull over and give that person those couple bucks. Somebody's struggling, your friends are struggling, call that person up and say, what can I do to help you? Is there something I can do? Can I send you some food? Do you need me to go to the store? Do you need a little bit of money to make it through? Do you need me to pay a bill if you're able to? And so on. Because, and I'm not saying to only do it because when we do that, we receive stuff back tenfold, but we do. But, if we're doing it with unconditional love and kindness and just real generosity, then the universe really does reward us for all of our good deeds and all of our good things that we do for ourselves first, and then always out into the world. So, well, Aries, that is what I had for you for February 2021. I definitely hope it resonated with you. I hope it's going to direct you on, what is going to be happening, how to kind of handle it, and what you need to be paying attention to, who to be staying away from. And you're blessed. You're going to be having a lot of people come in with love towards you. So that's beautiful. I love it. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. Hit the subscribe button, bell notification if I could talk, and that will let you know when I upload new videos, and I typically do a couple a day. And then if you could hit the like button and share this video if you think other people could really benefit from my messages, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm sending you all so much unconditional love, so much healing, so many positive vibes, kisses and peace like always. Take care, and I'll catch you on my next video.